Bitcoin tops $67,000 on Dovish Fed remarks. Ether rebounds from second fears. DOGE soars. Fed policymakers maintain their outlook for 3 rate cuts by the end of the year, alleviating market concern of a more hawkish stance. Bitcoin topped $67,000, a more than 10% jump from lows hit hours earlier, after the Fed's decision on rates and comments about interest rates. Ether rebounded from a drop, prompted by fears of more second regulation, while Dogecoin soared on Coinbase's plan to list futures contracts. Crypto markets bounced sharply higher, and Bitcoin BTC targeting $67,000 on Wednesday as U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell hit a dovish tone after, and the central bank maintained its outlook for 3 rate cuts this year despite hotter-than-expected inflation figures. Bitcoin BTC hit a $67,781 daily high, recording a more than 10% recovery from levels seen hours earlier. Ether ETH erased its 6% dip earlier in the day that had been triggered by news reports about the Ethereum Foundation facing a confidential inquiry from an unnamed government and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission considering classifying the asset as a security. Dogecoin Doge, Litecoin LTC, and Bitcoin Cash BCH led gains among major cryptocurrencies as people finally noticed a Coinbase plan posted on a U.S. regulator's website several weeks ago to offer futures contracts on them. The broad market CoinDesk 20 index CD20 was up nearly 3% over the past 24 hours. Traditional markets also climbed higher. The S&P 500 index jumped nearly 1% to a fresh all-time high, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 gained 3%. The U.S. dollar index DXY, which measures the strength of the dollar against other major currencies, declined nearly 0.7% from its session high, signaling a greater risk appetite among investors. Digital asset prices suffered a steep correction over the past week, with BTC enduring its largest daily loss since the collapse of FTX in November 2022, as market participants turned risk-averse ahead of the Fed's Wednesday decision, fearing that last month's stickier inflation reports could deter the Fed rate cut plans. Wednesday's Federal Open Market Committee FOMC concluded with policymakers keeping interest rates and rate cut plans steady, removing the risk of a more hawkish scenario that had weighed on asset prices. Powell said during a press conference that, "We are making good progress on bringing inflation down, despite the higher inflation readings. Fed expects slightly higher inflation, but not enough to derail their dovish inclination," Fed Zhao, an analyst at market analytics firm Reflexivity Research, said in an X post. Up only